Hey guys, Ken here from OK Portugal. Welcome to another episode of Portugal Farm Life. And today's episode is actually going to be off farm. We're going to go on a little adventure. So Eddie, I want you to look after the house, be a good boy, look after the chickens, and we'll see you in a bit. After a long, wet, cold winter, spring has finally sprung and everything's looking incredible. We're in the Castelo Branco district of Central Portugal and yeah, spring has arrived. Look how amazing everything's looking here on the farm. But today I'm going to be heading into the city of Castelo Branco. I'm going to take you guys with me and show you what the city's about. Now, as some of you might know, I haven't been able to drive a car for a while. This is due to a balance issue that I have, something wrong with my ears. But I'm quite good on bicycles, and in the summertime I get sent a lot of different bicycles. I like to take them out on little adventures. I've been sent this by a company called DYU Ebikes. It's a little mini 14-inch wheel fold-up e-bike. The seat comes down, the handlebars fold back. It's got a 10 amp hour battery, 250 watt motor, and yeah, it's a very small thing, only weighs 17 kilos. So we're going to be heading into Castelo on this little thing, but the way that we're going to do it is by catching a train. Now, because Castelo Branco is about 30 kilometers away, if I was to ride this e-bike there and then have to ride around and then come all the way back, I'd probably run out of range. So I'm catching that train, but a lot of e-bikes you can't actually take on a train because they're too big and they're too heavy. But something like this is obviously a lot smaller. So I better get a move on because my train leaves in about 25 minutes and I've been messing around trying to get some nice drone shots and stuff like that. Last thing I want to do is miss the train. For those of you that don't know, we're in Central Portugal. We're about 3 hours away from Lisbon, about 3 hours away from Porto, about 5 hours away from the Algarve, Faro, and as you can see, it's really beautiful here in spring. That's our farm in the background there, our farmhouse. But yeah, I'm going to head through our little local village and take you guys on a little adventure. So normally I cruise around on much bigger e-bikes than this, you know, ones with big, powerful, torquey motors and stuff like that. But as I said earlier, the problem with those is you can't actually get those into public transport. They weigh a ton, like they usually weigh about 45 kilos. This one over here weighs 17 kilos. Bom dia. Yeah. So getting around in Central Portugal can be quite tricky if you don't have a car. Obviously, e-bikes make it a lot easier to get around. As I said earlier, I haven't been able to drive for a while. I've got a balance issue. I basically burst an eardrum, and what ended up happening was I got an infection in my inner ear that's messed up my balance. So for some reason I'm good on two wheels. I'm just not good driving a car anymore at the moment. So yeah, this is how I get around. Hola, Lucas. That's actually one of my neighbors from down the road. Really, really nice guy, friendly dude. So yeah, without a car, it can be quite tricky to get around. Obviously, for me, if I just need to get to the shops and stuff, e-bikes are perfect. And also, if I just want to go out and about and explore during the day, go up the mountain and stuff like that, e-bikes are great. But when you want to get further afield and get to other cities and things, other forms of transport become necessary. And so kind of the point of today's video is to see how handy it is to have one of these little fold-up bikes. If I can get it on the train, if I can go into like the big city and then obviously get back, and how easy it is to cruise around. Now, a little e-bike like this costs just over 500 euros, so it's actually quite cheap. Folding bicycles, even non-electric ones, are quite expensive. So it's not a bad price, but at this budget price, it doesn't actually have shock absorbers. So as you can see on these cobbled stones, we're getting quite a lot of bumps and things like that. But it's not too bad if you go slowly. And obviously these little cobbled stones and calçadas and things like that, they aren't all over the place. Only when you go through little villages like this. All right, I'm talking too much. I need to get my wiggle on because we've got to get to that train and I don't want to miss it. I've got to keep an eye on batteries. For some reason I didn't have these charged. But yeah, while I'm here and waiting for this train, I might as well give you a little bit of specs because DYU, I think I'm pronouncing it right, DYU. Obviously they gave me this bike for free. And they've asked me to put this into a video, so let me give you some specs. We've got 14-inch tires, so quite small actually. I mean, I had an e-scooter that had 12-inch tires, so it is quite a small bike. We've got disc brakes, but they're not hydraulic disc brakes, they're mechanical. So, you know, these are all things that you would expect on a sort of budget model bike. But yeah, it's a good looking thing. It works well. Obviously, I've just cycled 6.5 Ks in it. It was quite comfortable, worked well. This thing over here, this isn't supposed to be here. This is what I've been using to mount a GoPro to. So it normally wouldn't have this this little thing on it, but yeah. And I don't know, those are the green lights. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. So the throttle, the lights. So people often ask if you can live in Central Portugal without transport. And well, to give you an idea, this is the train that runs from Soleira into Castelo Branco. I think it's running from Fundão into Castelo Branco. And as you can see, there's only 3 trains in a day. And there's one leaving at 9:30 in the morning, one at 1:30, and one at 7:11 p.m. So it's kind of limited. And then there are buses and things like that, but they're also quite limited. And then obviously you can't take things like, an e-bike on a bus, unfortunately. E-bikes on things like Flixbus and Ready Express, apparently you're not allowed to take them. But I'm not sure if you could squeeze this on there, because at the end of the day, this thing only weighs 17 kilos. And I think they're worried about the big weight of e-bikes, which is usually around 40 kilos or more. There's a little grab handle. Now you can actually fold this down, but I'm not sure I need to. I think there's a luggage rack where I can put the bike. And obviously being a small bike, I think it can just fit inside here. Right. Job done, not too bad. There's a little kickstand out the side to prop it up. And I've kind of jammed its wheels in. Cool. And let's find a place to sit. So this is the second class train. It's not a bad looking train. It's got quite comfy seats. First class actually has a food cart. I mean, this has like a vending machine. Doesn't look like there's anything in it. But first class actually has like a whole carriage just dedicated to like a restaurant. It's a very basic restaurant, but they've got like snacks and drinks and things like that, which is quite cool. Look, you even get little curtains. And yeah, you can see Central Portugal going past. Look at that, beautiful. Springtime in Central Portugal. Right, we're pulling up to Castelo Branco. Alright, let's figure out where we're going. Yeah, it's actually quite handy because it's got literally a little handle on it, so you can carry it downstairs and things like that. Now, it's 2 o'clock. I'm starving, I want to have lunch. There's a restaurant that I've been wanting to go to for a while. I haven't been for ages, called Capelos. And they do really nice steaks. Whew, what a beautiful day. So this is Castelo Branco, or at least the train station of Castelo Branco. You can see we've got some like sort of apartment blocks and things like that. If you go down in this direction, you sort of get to the center of Castelo Branco, where there's, like the art gallery and a big square and lots of restaurants and cafes and shops and things like that. And if you go down in this direction, you can get to different shopping centers. So there's like 2 big shopping centers here. But I need to get a move on now because basically this restaurant closes at 3. It's probably about 2:10 now. I think it's also about 6 kilometers away. I'm not sure exactly. But yeah, look at this. This is the first time I've been cycling around in Castelo Branco. Oh no, I don't think I can get through here. Actually, wait, I can. I'm on a bicycle. So this is one of the cool things about being on a bike, is you're not, oh no, I can't get through here. I was about to say I can, but it's blocked off over there as well. Okay, I take it all back. I'm gonna have to go around. So yeah, normally when you come down here in a car, you sort of, you got to find parking and, obey all of the car road rules and things like that. So hopefully there's a way that I can sneak through here, because we've got to go back in that direction. I also just realized that I forgot a bike lock. So I don't have anything to lock this bike up, which is kind of crazy because I got to go to a restaurant. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to find a place where I can buy a chain for a bike. It actually feels really cool cycling around in the city. Woohoo! So I think if I carry on in this direction, I'm going to reach my destination in a short while. Let's see. We've got some nice driving going on here. This dude's just deciding to stop in the middle of a roundabout and reverse into some place. So yeah, as you can see, there's lots of little shops and cafes and everything all over the place. It's looking all nice and green and lush. It's actually still quite green here in the summertime, even in the middle of summer when it's boiling hot, because they've got all of these trees that go along the sidewalks. And right now there's not that many leaves on them, but yeah, you just wait and see what this place looks like in the middle of summer. Unfortunately, I don't have anyone to film me. I have to try and find ways of cycling and filming at the same time. sometimes proves difficult, especially when I got such cool stuff to show. I think I'm going in the right direction. Normally, when I go to Castelo Branco, Gina's driving, so I'm paying absolutely no attention to what's going on. Because she's behind the wheel, you know? I'm kind of like filming or focusing on other stuff. Seem to be stuck at these lights for a long time, and it's about 2:15 now. I hope I don't miss lunch. I'm starving, and I've been looking forward to having this steak since last night when I was looking at Google Maps. Right, well, I told you to be an adventure. Google Maps is telling me that I'm like in the wrong direction. Look at that, that's a police car, and I'm on the sidewalk here because I was trying to find my bearings. I was heading in that direction. Now it's telling me I need to head in this direction, and I was kind of sitting on the bike. I'm so glad that the policeman didn't see, because yeah, the last thing I want is a fine today. I'm not actually cycling, I'm just kind of coasting on it. Don't tell anyone. Shh. All right, we're on the road now. Come on, Ken. Is this it? All right, so to my right over here, this is actually like a big park that recently opened or was refurbished. But yeah, I don't really have time to look at the park just yet because I want lunch. We're going to go there. I'm going to show you why I want to go there. They've got amazing steaks. This is another thing I love about Portugal, is all of their roundabouts have like something special going on. So like if you look at this one, it's got, oh wait, I'm going to have to do some defensive driving here. So like this one has like a nice water feature and stuff. And yeah, they've always got something going on in all of the roundabouts. They've got like different like sculptures and things. Oh, this is something that we're going to go and check out in a bit. It's a nice big sort of lagoon area. There's a municipal swimming pool, different shopping centres. So do stick around. I've just got to have a little lunch break first. All right, and we have pretty much arrived. It's just on the left here. Let me cross the road. Awesome. Now, I don't have a bike lock, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Hopefully I can put the bike inside the restaurant. Let's see if they'll let me in. Cool, I just put the bike in the corner here. So it should be fine. And let me find a place to sit. I think I'm going to sit on this side here.
Hello.
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 So we're at Capello's today.
Yes.
These guys do really good food.
Yes.
And I'm excited.
The best food. The best food.
The best food in Castelo Branco.
Meat.
Yes, yes. I'm going to have some steak.
Okay.
Yeah, excellent. Cool.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. Cool. So the food's arrived. This is the entrecote. We've got some crisps. And then we have some espinafre. I don't know. I think it's called that. Or esparagado or something. It's like a spinach thing. So quite nice. And let's see what's going on here. Well, there we go. We've got a nice medium. All right, so it's time to hit the trail. That was a nice meal. And yeah, let's head on out. Muito obrigado.
Thank you.
It was excellent. Yeah.
See you next time.
We will, yeah. And yeah, come and check out Capello's. They've got some really good steak.
Thank you.
And actually, it's quite handy because they also have a ramp, so it's disability friendly and also e-bike friendly. Cool. Okay, so the very first stop, I need to get myself a chain to lock up the bicycle. There's not going to be much of a tour around Castelo Branco if I can't leave this bike anywhere. And I think there's a place I can buy just down there. There's a big shop called Decathlon. I know you get them all over Europe. If you're from the States, you probably don't know what it is. But yeah, it's a big like sports shop. They've got tons of stuff. I'm not sure how much filming I'm going to be able to do inside stores, unfortunately, because yeah, whenever I've tried to film inside stores, like the security always comes up and tells me to stop, which is a real shame because, but anyway, let's see what I can do. Yeah, apart from restaurants and cafes and bars, there's also all sorts of different shops where you can buy things, electrical shops and places where you can fix your car, and there's, I don't know what's happening in front here. There's like fast food joints, McDonald's and Burger King, stuff which I don't ever eat. I can't stand that stuff. But yeah, let me navigate these roundabouts quickly because the guys are pretty wild on these roundabouts. And when you're filming and trying to cycle at the same time, it's not always the best idea. So yeah, the place I want to go is just to the right here. Oh, we got lots of these as well, all over the place. They're like China shops where there's just literally a whole bunch of very cheap stuff. Gina absolutely loves going to the China shops. I personally don't really like them. I don't really like buying stuff if it doesn't last longer than a year. I find it kind of pointless. This could be interesting. This is a hill. This is actually a hell of a hill. And I'm having to cycle quite hard here to get up here. But as you can see, I'm not out of breath or anything. I'm managing to do it, and I'm doing it one-handed. So, no, that wasn't too bad. I'm pretty sure this is the way I have to go. Oh yeah, it is. So even though it's a really small bike, it's managing to get up these little hills, and I'm not completely out of breath or anything like that. Whew. I am a little bit puffed out. But still, a lot easier than a regular bicycle. All right, if this place doesn't have a bike lock, a bike chain, then I don't know what will. I'm not sure if they're going to allow me to bring a bicycle in here. Let's see. Right, I'm just in Decathlon now. I know they don't like it. Well, I don't know about Decathlon, but I know they don't like you filming in shops. Trying to sneak some footage. But it's a big sports shop. They got lots and lots of stuff. So hopefully they're going to have some bike locks. And hopefully the bike that I just left on the door there isn't going to get stolen before I get a bike lock. I doubt it would though. I mean, this is Castelo Branco. This is not exactly like central London or somewhere where people steal stuff. Where are the bike locks? Oh wait, there. There we go. Perfect. Right. Let's just buy the cheapest one. I only need it for today. All right, got the lock. Let's get out of here. And I'm going to take you guys to, well, I want to show you what the shops look like here. Yeah, as you can see, you've got big shops like that Decathlon. But there's also big hardware stores. There's one just on the left here called Leroy Merlin. And that is like a big sort of department store for tools and kitchens and bathrooms and all sorts of stuff. Hey guys. And yeah, that's just on the left there. So Leroy Merlin, a massive place, and you can buy all sorts of goods. I want to take you down here though. So in terms of like shops and shopping centers and things, this is one of them over here. This one's called the Forum. Both of them, they've got gyms, they've got sort of like big technology shops like Wharton. They've got supermarkets and things in there where you can buy your groceries. There's also a lot of these shops called Lidl, L-I-D-L, and Gina and I, we buy a lot of our groceries and stuff there, and the prices are pretty good. There's obviously petrol stations dotted out all over the place. I mean, you have everything that you need here, all of like the government buildings, and there's even a hospital. It's quite well kitted out, you know. And there's actually, as I'm going around this roundabout here, there's actually a nice big park here, but I'll try and take us there in a bit. But first of all, I want to take you to the Forum, and I'll show you why in a sec. I've been living on a farm for the last 5 years, kind of in a rural area. So to me, it's quite cool when I see stuff like this. The supermarket has a place where you can not only lock up your bicycles and your scooters, but you can also charge them. They've actually got charging points. How cool is this? So yeah, if you were to go into Castelo Branco and let's say you used up all of your battery, you could actually come here with your charger, plug it straight into the wall, and put some more power into your bike. And yeah, even though Castelo Branco is really safe, you know, it's still a good idea to lock things up. But I suppose you could say that about any sort of big town or city anywhere in the world. But I mean, honestly, the crime levels here are really, really low. So I'm not really sure what their policy on filming is going to be, so I'm going to try and do it covertly with my phone. Alright, so I'm just going to film on my mobile phone and just give you guys a little 360. But as you can imagine, it's just a shopping center, a whole bunch of shops, a whole bunch of restaurants upstairs, and yeah, stuff that everyone's pretty much used to seeing, you know. This is where you go when you want to eat lunch, and then downstairs there's a lot more shops. There's also a big gym just on the corner here. So yeah, basically a shopping center like everyone's used to seeing, for everything you need to buy. Yeah, I'm really not sure why shopping centers are like that, where you can't film stuff, because obviously you're advertising their shops and things like that. So a little bit short-sighted, but you know, you got to respect what they say, at least as much as you can. All right, onwards we go. Now I know it's not summer, but one of the things I love about Castelo Branco is there's lots of green areas. So I'm going to take you to one of those now. It's a nice little park just in front of us. Cycling around in Castelo Branco is actually much nicer than I thought. You know, I've always just come here in a car, so I haven't really been able to look around and smell the roses, so to say. It's actually a very cool way of getting around. Now last night when I was looking, I was thinking maybe I should stay the night. I was having a look on like apps like booking.com and seeing what the hotels cost. And there were some, some nice looking hotels for about 49 euros a night. I was kind of tempted. I was like, you know what, I can stay there the night, have something to eat, go out for drinks. But yeah, I mean, today was actually all about getting around on an e-bike, and I'm not sure how conducive that is with e-biking. Maybe I could ride around at night time, who knows. But for now, I'm going to head into the park. Check this place out. I haven't been there in ages. The brakes are a little bit noisy because it's a brand new bike and they're kind of settling in. But yeah, I think the last time that we came here, we actually took Dog for a walk, and that was quite a few years ago. Yeah, it's beautiful. Hey, look at this. So if my memory serves me correctly, there's like a big sort of lake. So let's go a little bit further and have a look. Oh, look at all the lavender. That's awesome. Oh, there's the lake. So most of the bikes that I ride, the right hand does the rear brakes and the left hand does the front brakes. This one's the other way around. So I'm left-handed, so I always film with my left hand. And it's a little bit dangerous to have the front brakes. It's a bit dangerous to have the front brakes are the only ones that I can press right now on sand. Anyway, right, let me spin you around and show you this place. It's a nice big lagoon lake space. When I first moved here 5 years ago, property was really cheap, even in Castelo Branco. Now, you'll be hard pressed to find a flat, just a flat or an apartment for less than 100,000. It's crazy just how things have been getting more and more expensive around here, But I can see why, because it is, they call it a city. I would more call it a big town, but and it does have everything you need, and it's got really nice spaces for outdoor activities. I could imagine not that I'm running anymore at the moment, but if I was living here and you could go for runs and little cycles around the lake here, quite a nice little space. Right, let's get onto that bridge. The last time I did that, you could see into the water and you could see all the fish. It's like a whole bunch of fish in there, I think bass and things like that. Oh yeah, look at that. Here we go. So you can see there's a whole bunch of fish. I'm not sure if the camera's picking up. Wow, there's a big one down there. And a whole bunch in here. Not sure what those are, but they're big. I think they're black bass. So we've come from that direction. On that side was that one shopping centre. And on this side, there's another shopping centre. So there's two big shopping centres in Castelo Branco. This one's a little bit on the smaller side. There's something I saw on Google Maps last night when I was sort of researching where I was going to cycle around. It's just up here. I want to go and have a look. And you see I'm cycling around one-handed with these tiny little wheels, and it's doing a good job. I'm kind of off-road. Now we're going up a bit of a hill. This bike's not doing bad, I was not expecting much from a little 250 watt motor, but it's doing a good job. It just takes a while to get used to the very small sort of handlebars, and the handlebars being directly perched over the little wheel. But once you get used to that, it's not too bad at all. Am I going the right way? I'm not sure I am. But actually, this is something I wanted to show you as well. Yeah, this on the side here, this is Castelo Branco's municipal swimming pool. Obviously it's not open yet because it's only spring. It looks like quite a cool place. It's kind of difficult to see from this side, but we've got some bridges going over, big open waterway. They've even got some granite rocks. It's almost like one of these beach type pools. And in the summertime, this place is absolutely packed. I haven't actually been. Jean has been before. But yeah, I'd love to come down here. I think I'll do that in future. Hop on my e-bike from the farm, take the train, lie around by the pool, catch a train back in the evening. Happy days. Around here on my left, you can't really see very well, but there's like a football sort of stadium, like a little mini football place. And they've also got like a race track. Oh, sorry, when I said race track, I meant like an athletics track. But the thing I wanted to show you is just ahead. There's like a little skate park. Okay, I'm not sure that this little thing's designed to go to a skate park, but there's a skate park directly ahead. Wait, this is the way in. Is this how we're going to turn this episode into how Kenny broke his arm? Yeah, look at this. Okay, so we got some like little ramps and we got some little things. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure if I want to do this one-handed. Let's give it a try. Yeehaw. Yeah. Right. That's okay. I'm not the only one here. Someone else on rollerblades. I'm really enjoying this little mission. You know, most of the time when you go out to town to do shopping and stuff, you're in your car and you're parking in a parking lot, you go into a shop, you come out, you drive home, you don't get any fresh air. You know, this is the way that you get to see stuff. I'm out and about. I'm actually getting to see the city of Castelo Branco properly, getting to see what it's all about. So we're still on 3 bars of power. I did get like not even 5 minutes. I literally just walked into that shopping center just to give you guys a quick peek. You know, I didn't get much charge in, but yeah, we still got 3 bars. Oh no, wait, it's just gone down to 2 bars. Okay. But I'm confident that we've still got plenty of range in us. All right, so this is another shopping center just up here called Allegro. All right, I'm sure there's a better place to park bikes, but I'm just going to leave it there for now. And the reason I'm taking you up here is because I seem to remember a while ago they had a sticker on the door here. Check the sticker out. Yeah, check this out. So you can't smoke and you can't have dogs, but you can film and you can photograph. So that's pretty cool. Outside the front here, they have an area where you can eat outside, which is pretty awesome. And let me go inside, give you guys a little look around, because part of this vlog is to basically show you like the kind of stuff that's available in Castelo Branco. This is a gym. So this is part of the gym over here. I think the entrance is around this way. And then they have like a big food court where you can get a whole variety of different dishes. And this one has like 10-pin bowling and a bar and pool tables. And then there's also like a cinema. So just on the left here is a cinema. And one of the interesting things about Portuguese cinemas is that, you know, if it's an American movie or an English movie or whatever, it's actually in English, but it'll have subtitles. So you can actually still watch the video, or you can actually still watch the movie. So I haven't actually done that though. I much prefer watching movies and stuff at home. But yeah, it's quite a nice centre, this. It's got some good shops. But the main reason why I come here is because there's a shop called Ocean, which is this shop just in front here. And these guys do the most amazing steaks. And actually the main reason I'm here today is because the beer's worked its way through me and I need the bathroom. Here's another look at that gym. It takes up this entire space here. I actually don't like gyms like this because it's a big glass window and you've either got to be like a serious narcissist to stand there lifting up weights while everyone walks past you, or completely clueless. Either way, I far prefer getting exercise like on the farm or e-bikes or running and stuff like that. It's quite novel being able to walk around in a shopping centre filming, so yeah, I've enjoyed that. But this video isn't about shopping centres, it's about travelling around Castelo Branco and showing you guys what's what. Now, going down into this sort of area here is like the industrial zone, and there's a whole bunch of sort of warehouse shops and things. There's really nice agricultural stores where you can buy all of the stuff that you need for your farm. You can even buy like little mini tractors and cultivators and beehives and winemaking equipment and everything at shops like Agriloja, which is sort of down here a couple of minutes away. And I'm having quite a lot of fun doing it on this little e-bike. So they've given me links which I've put into the description of the video, and you can use those links to go to their website and have a look at the bikes that they have on offer. And yeah, go and check them out. They've obviously given me this bike for free, so I can put it into the video. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. It's a good bike. You know, it's not as refined as some of the other bikes I have, but we're talking about bikes that cost 2,000-3,000 euros, and this one is only 500 euros. But I'm having a blast just motoring around on this. It is pretty awesome, and the fact that I can take it into Castelo Branco, I can get it on the train. I actually wanted to take this bike into Lisbon, but the weather was so bad for for ages. We would have like one sort of day where it was nice and sunny. I'd plan the trip and then I'd have to cancel. So yeah, I'm glad it's like that. Well, this today, and I'm glad that it's worked out for Castelo Branco. Right, we're kind of going back in on ourselves here. I keep having to stop to use Google Maps, but looking at these handlebars, there's actually space where you could mount like a little phone mount. I've obviously got that mount there for the camera. I haven't been using it though. But yeah, you could stick a phone mount there and have Google Maps open, and then you can sort of navigate around a little bit better than what I'm doing here. But yeah, it's a nice little city to cycle around. I think if any of you are planning a trip to Castelo Branco and you do have e-bikes, you can hire some or rent some. Definitely cruise around, man. Do it in the summer and end up at the swimming pool here. It's a good spot. Now I'm headed to a place in Castelo Branco. It's kind of like the main sort of place where I think most people arrive when they're there. It's like the big sort of square. There's an art gallery, a whole bunch of restaurants, a nice big sort of open space to hang out. I think it's time for a beer. Yeah, this bike's doing a really good job. It's showing 2 bars of battery still, which is nice. Earlier it dropped down to 1 bar of battery, so I was getting a little bit worried. But yeah, 2 bars, still going strong. I have no idea how many kilometers we've done, but we cycled around Castelo Branco, and it's been a pleasure. Here we can see more of a residential space where there's lots of apartment blocks and things. These are like the flats that I was telling you about, where you just can't find anything for less than 100,000 in Castelo Branco, which is pretty crazy. You know, a lot of people say that the housing crisis is caused by foreigners moving here and buying up properties, but they're certainly not buying these ones up. But yeah, it's still quite pretty, huh? Yeah, perched up on the hill there is Castelo Branco Castle. I'm going to try and keep the camera still so I can put like a little arrow or something up on the screen, but that's basically the castle, or what remains of the castle. I don't think we're going to be going up there today because that's quite a climb. But yeah, if you are in Castelo Branco, you should go check it out. It's definitely worth seeing the castle. Just got to keep my eyes open for all the traffic. That's a bus. Let's get past him. Oh, look at that. I'm actually quite fast. Do you know what? I'm actually getting used to riding on these cobbles. It's not too bad for the seating position. I think that's because the seat itself actually has springs on it. So my hands, or sorry, not my hands are jiggling around, but my butt is actually quite happy. All right, now you know what I was telling you about no traffic? Well, I might have to take that back. We are getting quite late in the afternoon here, and we are in, you know, the city of Castelo Branco. This is like the main sort of center area just to our left. And yeah, it's actually quite nice seeing it busy like this, because when we arrived 5 years ago, it was relatively quiet. All right, I know I'm getting close to beer. It's the most important thing right now. Find beer. Where are you, beer? We're actually going right in a circle. We're kind of right by the station again. Okay. But yeah, I think I know where we are now. So just got to turn left up here and it'll start to take us into the center. Oh, this is a pretty city. Look at this. Once all the leaves come out. So nice. Yeah, it should be just ahead of us. There's a nice big square area. Nice cold beer. Nice sights and sounds. I hope you've been enjoying this trip. It's kind of different from the usual stuff I do. I just, you know, I like to do different stuff. It's not just all about Portugal farm life. It's also about living in Central Portugal and the kind of lifestyle that you have out here in the rural areas and the cities. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. It's probably ending up being quite a long video, but yeah, I hope you're liking it. Trying to get used to navigating all these one-ways. This is all like one-way systems going around. So I'm kind of on this big wide pavement. I'm not sure if you're allowed bicycles on here. I have no idea. I did have some police riding past me and they didn't seem to. They were looking at me and smiled. Okay, so you can't come to Castelo Branco without looking at the Castelo Branco sign. So let's just go there quickly. So we're in central Castelo Branco. There's the sign. I believe this is the courthouse. And then we have a nice square around here. There's the police car. So I wonder if they're going to tell me off for being on the bicycle here. I'm not sure. But if they are, they might have a hard time getting down here because it's a one-way. Okay, so this is like an area where there's lots of little cafes and restaurants and bars and things. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go around, because where I actually want to go is down there. I'm just going to give you a little peek as we cycle along, just so you can see what it's all about. Look at these gardens. They're absolutely beautiful here. The guys are doing a great job. The grass is growing so fast at the moment that you have to keep cutting it every few days, but wow, it looks spectacular. All right, let me take this bike down the stairs and then let's lunge ourselves into an ice cold beer. I think we deserve it. It's been a nice day. It's been a long day, but yeah, check the square out. I'm not sure how busy it's going to be because obviously it's past lunch and everything, but we've got little places to sit outside, get coffees and things. We've got a couple more down this way, and then behind me over here is a really interesting building. This is the art gallery. I haven't actually been there before. Now this is another place where Gina's been. I haven't been. It's a pretty crazy looking building. It's got this like sort of crazy shape. It's like an arc or something, but yeah, I've definitely got to go and check that out one day. I think I'm going to sit here. There seems to be a little bit more of a vibe here, more people sitting down. Yeah, definitely. Ice cold beer time. Check this out. Freshly squeezed. Check this dude out, just parked off here, hoping to get some food. Hello, pigeon. How close can I get? That close. Right, well, it's been a pleasurable day. I've actually really enjoyed that, getting off the farm, and stretching my legs a bit. I'm obviously riding around on this little thing. It's been good fun. A big thanks to DYU for giving me this bike. I'm going to finish off this beer now, and then yeah, I'm going to figure out how we're getting home. So unfortunately, the next train back is at 7:45. The time now is, what's the time now? 4:30. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to be hanging out here this long. I also don't think I'm going to book a hotel tonight. I've got to get home because you know what? Tomorrow is my birthday, so I need to go home. Okay, so that was a very nice, refreshing beer. I've chickened out of catching the train back. Otherwise, I have to hang around for 3 hours till past 7. I don't really want to do that. So I chickened out. I phoned Gina. She's on her way. She's going to meet me at that Auchan shop, and I'm going to buy myself a steak for my birthday, which is tomorrow. So yeah, looking forward to it. Not so looking forward to it. Turn 45. You know, that's, if I have a good long life, I've reached like the halfway point. So just bumped into some guys from Swaleda. So YouTube. Oh, okay. Ciao. Let me just get out the way here. This while I was here, this dude hooted at me, and I was like, oh geez, am I in the way or something? Turns out he recognizes me from our village pub. So yeah, small world. As you can see, the traffic's getting pretty gnarly around here. These guys are turning left, so let me just get out the way of all the craziness. Yeah, cycle around Castelo Branco. I can highly recommend it. Good place. Try not get hit by cars though, like this guy over here and this person reversing over here. It's pretty wild. Nah, it's not too bad. I'm just kidding around. This is like Centro, the center of the city. It's not even bumper to bumper, and it's like almost 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock in the evening on a Tuesday, so not too bad, hey? Check it out. What a pretty city this is. A nice place to be cruising around. Ah, nice. Do you know what would be even better than doing this is actually taking a motorcycle, or like an electric motorcycle. Now that could possibly be even cooler than this. But apart from that, the e-bike is the way to do it, man. I was just cycling past this. Oh wait, I'm in the way of cars. I was just cycling past this and I thought I'd show you. This is the hospital of Castelo Branco. Hospital Amato Lusitano. So yeah, they've got a big hospital. And I'm pretty sure all the big towns and cities and stuff have their own hospitals, but yeah, there's one right here. You know, this has ended up being the most beautiful day. I was kind of expecting to come here and show you a bunch of stuff that I'd seen before, but it looks so different. And I just had to pull over here because you know how they say wake up and smell the roses. I mean, look at this. This is just growing out of a pavement. How beautiful is that? Yeah, this is a cool city. We're going to go back to that Auchan place now. I'm going to get myself one of the most amazing steaks you've ever seen in your life. But I'm not cooking it tonight, it's for tomorrow. I've already had one steak today, you know. Let's be serious here. I was actually just thinking that there's probably going to be people saying like, oh, you know, the city looks dead, da, 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 da. You know, this is not Lisbon, this is not Porto, this is not a big capital city. This is well, they still call it a city, but I call it a big town. And, you know, we are in spring, early spring. So, you know, things are going to start to wake up in summertime. This place is going to be completely different. Cool, we're back at the Allegro Center. Just going to lock the bike up and wait for Gina. So this is what I was talking about. We're at Auchan. These ones over here are called Intricot. They've got Picanha, Intricot, they've got Tornado? Yeah, Tornado. I have no idea what a tornado is. They've got a Costaletta. Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff. But this is my absolute favorite. Look at these. This is they're all different prices, so you get 2 steaks in here. So this is 15 euros, and what's this one? 15 euros. 15 euros. I'll take the middle one just to be on the safe side, and I'll show you what these look like when we're at the shop. Look, it's Gina.
I look a bit rough.
Yeah.
It's the first time I've seen myself today.
Oh. Gina's like, geez, who the hell is that? Yeah. Anyway, we've got the steak. It's my birthday steak for tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm going to be half of 90 years old. Half of 90 years old. Can you believe it, though? Yeah.
I'm trying to work out how old it makes you. 45, wow.
Yeah.
My maths obviously on top form today.
Yes. Anyway, let's get out of here. And yeah, we'll see you in a bit.
Bye.
Okay, so one last thing before we go. This bike's got a way of folding down. So you can take the seat down. There's a little catch over here. And you go like so. Then the handlebars collapse. And the bike becomes quite compact. Look at that. Look how small it is. I think maybe you can do that down the other side, I'm not sure. But anyway, it folds all the way down and then you can pick it up. You can stick it inside the car. Happy days. My other bikes can't do that, so that's pretty cool. And now we can easily get home. And that's it for another week of Portugal farm life. In fact, this is not Portugal farm life. This is what, Portugal town life?
City life, isn't it?
It's not really a city, it's more of a town. But they call it a city.
Yeah, it's a city.
Yeah, Portugal city life. And we'll see you next week for another one.
Ciao!
Ciao.